So, hello everyone. Welcome to Got to Unlock the podcast with me, Lauren. Now, in this time of COVID and a world that we don't know what is going on, I've decided to research some of the disabilities which get hardly any support. So, this is why today I'm wanting to find out about more is ALG1 hyphen CDG. I hope I said that right.
You did.
So, we're talking to the founder of Sabrina's Welcome. Hello, Louise.
Hello, Lauren. Good to see you.
I would just like to clarify, Louise and I do know each other. We've met each other at a couple of Smith Grasso / events, and I, of course, have met Sabrina. She's a marvellous little girl who we're here to talk about. So first of all, Louise, what is ALG1 hyphen CTG? Is it a series of letters?
Yes, basically. It's also a very rare inherited metabolic disease that Sabrina has. And ALG1 CDG are definitely the letters. And the ALG1 is the gene that's affected in her disease. And the CDG stands for, wait for it, congenital disorders of glycosylation. Just rolls off the tongue.
What?
Glycosylation. Yeah, it's crazy. It's all to do with the sugars and the proteins in cells. It's at a cellular level. And basically, the CDG side of it, there are over 137 different types. But her type is extremely rare, and there are only 19 other known cases worldwide.
Okay. So, obviously, you've got a family. You've got yourself, Pask, your husband, Sabrina, and of course, let's not forget little Luca, who's adorable. How do you as a family cope with Sabrina's disability, and how did you react when the diagnosis was given as such?
Well, I think it took 4 years for Sabrina to get diagnosed. So it wasn't really a surprise. We knew something was going on. We knew she had epilepsy, and we knew she had difficulties. It was really a relief to get a diagnosis. And I think as a family, we just really don't know much different now. Sabrina's our life, and we want to make her and everyone in the family as happy as possible. And we just try to cope the best we can. Luckily, Sabrina is a joy. Luca is 8, and he's a young carer. I'm a parent carer, and Pask works full time, and Sabrina is nearly 6. So yeah, I think we do function really well around her, but she does get a lot of the attention.
Yes, even at the family barbecue we were at last year, she got a lot of attention.
Yeah, she does. She draws people to her. She's very social, very engaging. You know, she can't speak, but she makes herself known.
Yes, we all gather that. So, with ALG1-CDG. You've not found much support, have you? Because it's very rare.
Yeah, exactly that. I think once we were diagnosed, you do get a label, and it is helpful then because we have found groups which are other parents with different types of CDG children. But at least then there are similarities and you can bounce ideas off each other. But no one comes up to you when you have a disabled child and says, here you go, here's a lovely list of all of the places you can find help. You really have to find that yourself and make that conscious choice to seek it out.
I would agree with you. My mum would also agree with you. Because when I was a child, it was difficult. Do you find that people speak to Sabrina like strangers, like she's not there, that she can't compute?
Sometimes, yeah, carry on, sorry.
Or do they speak to her and just in really babyish tones, which is what I still get?
Yeah, I can imagine. It's, I think because she's still relatively young and quite often in a buggy, she does get baby talk. However, her understanding, although she's 5, her understanding is around a 2-year-old. So actually it is appropriate for her at the moment. But as she gets older, maybe not. But she's always the first one to speak to people. You know, we can be walking past an old grumpy chap and she goes, hiya, and he's sort of like, oh, hello, all good. But she'll speak to absolutely everyone in Sainsbury's, everyone in the street. She's really, really determined to speak to people.
Good old Sabrina. So, talking of support, you've started Sabrina's World. Is there sort of a legacy for her? And do you want to help other families get support?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. It is turning into a legacy for her. And we really wanted to celebrate Sabrina because she is this amazing character, like yourself, Lauren. And and also, you know, on an important note, it's all about awareness. It's drawing awareness for this rare disease, because of course with the rareness it becomes difficult to do research. There aren't enough individuals with this disease to do any research on. You know, you normally need 100 people. So if we can find any more out there.
And there's only 90.
Yeah.
Is there any, which is a shocking number also. I hate to pick this up, but we are in the middle of a pandemic. Has that affected Sabrina's disability, the disease she has, or is she completely fine? Does she have to shield? Do you have to shield?
Yeah, originally she was had the shielding letter, and then interestingly we got a call from Bristol Metabolic Team, who we're under, and she now doesn't have to shield, and that's down to the tests that they've done on her immunoglobulins. And so her immune system, luckily, with ALG1 CDG is not too bad. So now we don't have to shield, which is really positive. But obviously appointments, physio and therapies all went a bit more online, which was difficult, and hospital appointments. So it's been challenging.
So what is the day-to-day life like with Sabrina and family? I should say Sabrina and Luca, but mostly Sabrina.
Yeah, she does take over, bless her. She takes medication 7 times a day. She goes to 7 times a day, counting. Yeah, she takes her epilepsy medication, and she takes a medication for her stomach. And she goes to a special school where they have physio therapists on board, they have occupational therapists, they have speech and language therapists all there to support her, which is wonderful. They have a hydrotherapy pool, they have soft play. I mean, I really want to just go there and live there, you know, it sounds amazing.
Why didn't I have that school? Well, I did when I was younger, but not when I was secondary.
Yeah, so that's her life really when she's in school, and when she's not, we still do a lot of therapy with her at home. We have PECS communication.
I've also googled that you could footsteps.
Yes.
Guess who went to footsteps when it first opened?
Did you? Oh wow, did you try the spider?
Yes, I've got a photo of me in the spider. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, please. Yeah, because Sabrina's World is alongside that. We started fundraising, so we're under a platform called Just for Children, and with fundraising really for her therapy, the equipment she may need.
I know, because in my day, footsteps, I sound really out loud. Footsteps cost 20, 30 something grand for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It is now a lot more than that.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to say footsteps because she goes to brainwave as well. And
yes.
Things.
Yes, and exactly. This is why the fundraising is so crucial. When you're a one income family, I gave up work to become parent carer. It's scary to think that you haven't got the ability to send your child to the therapist that she needs and buy the equipment that she needs. And that was our motivation to do the fundraising.
Well, I tell you what, I haven't told anyone this, but in order to help you guys raise money, I'll shave my head.
Ah! Seriously?
Yes!
Oh, amazing, Lauren, thank you.
And, what condition, though?
Yeah.
Ask and you shave it.
We need to do it, okay. Absolutely.
Flag. If you both shave, I'll join you in that.
Oh, amazing. I'll speak to my husband. You know what he's like.
Yes. We all know what Pasca's like. So we will try and get some money sorted. So what is your end goal for Sabrina's World? To find a cure? To make all therapy free? Or to just get like a group of people together?
I think really all of the above there, Lauren. I think we're starting, this is a new journey. It was my lockdown project. We're starting off really, and I want to sort of see where it takes us. We're starting with the awareness, and I want to put a spotlight on the test that led to Sabrina's diagnosis.
What test is that?
It's called the electrotransferring focusing test. Also
Let
rolls
me just write that down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's all about the proteins in the body. But as the metabolic, inherited metabolic diseases are the fastest growing set of diseases, there's already over 137 different types, then it's really important that these children that are undiagnosed get a diagnosis. I think everyone deserves a diagnosis.
Yeah, I think everyone does as well, because the amount of people who are completely ignorant to children with disabilities shocks me. Don't get me wrong, it's got better, but you can't go through life wondering what's wrong with my child? What have I done to cause my child to have a disability and be this way. Every child needs a diagnosis.
Exactly. I found that those first 4 years the biggest struggle because we didn't fit in anywhere. We did find syndromes without a name, which is SWAN, which is a Facebook group, Facebook group.
Facebook.
Get it right, sorry. Yeah, and that was amazing. They were amazing, but really there was nowhere else to go.
Nowhere. So that's why you set Sabrina's World up.
Yeah.
As like a group for people to go to.
Yeah. If we can help as a family, if we could help just one more family get an earlier diagnosis, that would make us really happy.
Yeah. So if you want to help families get diagnosis, you've also got merch out, which I wish I had actually. I'll have to message Fudge Bomb and get a key ring. Because they are gorgeous.
I think we can arrange that for you, Lauren.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna offer to help in whatever way I can, even if it's skydive.
Wow, that's brave. That's really brave.
But I can't skydive with what's in my bag. I will think of something like.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
So, at the end of this, on my final thing. So, what do you hope the future to be like for Sabrina? Do you think, well, obviously she's going to have a bright future, but what do you picture that to be like from a parent's point of view?
I think actually we're working towards as much independence as possible, and that's why I find you so inspiring, Lauren, having your independence and what you can achieve. So it's really working towards that. I hope that she stays well, and I hope that the world becomes slightly more inclusive for all disabilities.
I think that's what every person with a disability is fighting for, is inclusion. At the end of the day, just because you've got a wheelchair, a buggy, cell wheels, it doesn't mean you're dynamo. You're still a person. And to be honest, if anyone asks what's wrong with Sabrina, just tell them she's a transformer. She's got wheels. She's a transformer. And obviously it's a shame the kids can't be there because I would have loved to have spoken to them. But I just want to thank you for agreeing to do this. I know BBC journalist, Moira Stewart, Bugsy Malone. What is Bugsy Malone? Anyway. But thanks for doing this.
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure, and I don't care that you're not Moira Stewart. This is my very first podcast, and you make me feel comfortable, so thanks very much for hosting it.
This is also going to be on YouTube as well.
Okay, cool.
That's one day for you. So anyway, I'll quickly end this credit now, and thank you for coming up. As I did say, I will shave my head to raise, if we get, let's say, 200 quid, I'll shave it. A little bit of money goes a long way.
It does. Yeah, it does. Absolutely. That's brilliant. Thank you so much.
Okay. See ya.
Bye. Take care. Bye.